I put my hand on my holster and scanned the crowd, looking for threats while the mayor spoke into the microphone. I was his bodyguard, and I'd just caught a figure in a dark blue hoodie and shorts at the edge of the crowd. My eyes narrowed as I noticed the pistol-shaped outline in their pocket, and I instantly radioed the other guards as I realized what this meant. But the figure saw me and immediately disappeared into the crowd. My focus dropped down to the front row, where my wife was smiling at me. But I frowned because next to her, my daughter's seat was empty. She'd screamed she hated my job and hated the mayor this morning, slamming the door in my face before I left, and I thought about how awful it would be if something happened today, and that was our last interaction. Suddenly, my radio crackled again. "We can't find the figure with the hoodie in the crowd." I felt extremely uneasy and decided it was too dangerous. I walked across the stage and leaned into the mayor's ear while he was speaking. "We've identified a perceived threat. You need to leave for your safety immediately." I could see his skin go white in fear, and he immediately nodded. The crowd gasped, "What's happening?" But I said nothing and began escorting the mayor off stage. I looked at my wife and nodded, but then while scanning the crowd one last time, my eyes caught movement. The same hooded figure was pushing through the crowd with the kind of urgency that only meant one thing. I tried to stay calm, but then I caught a glint of metal in their pocket. The other guards were too far away to tackle them, and they pulled out a gun and raised it at the mayor. My brain went on autopilot as I dived in front of the mayor. Time slowed down, and while in the air, I looked at my wife. I thought about how she was going to have to see her husband die in front of her. I thought about my daughter and how the last thing we did was slam a door in each other's faces. I heard the sound of the bullet flying and suddenly felt the impact. The shot hit my knee. I fell hard, bleeding from my leg and groaning in pain. But the mayor was okay. Other guards swarmed him, and I saw my wife crying and screaming, trying to get to me while security held her back. But then I looked past the crowd and saw the shooter running away, and my body froze in shock and tears began rolling down my cheeks. The shooter had a scar on their calf, the same scar my daughter has. My daughter was the shooter. She would rather shoot her father than let him do his job.